What's up, guys? Kinley and I are here to talk to you about how you can keep yourself busy when you're locked up in your house, when you're social distancing, and we wanted to share some books that are about the importance of being outside. So social distancing doesn't mean that you have to stay inside all the time. In fact, just earlier today, Kinley and her brother, what'd you guys do?
We went down to the pond to see an alligator named Al.
Pretty awesome. So we got a little 2-foot alligator. His full name is Al Horford. So they checked him out. He was sunbathing at the time. We've only seen him in the water. And then they came home. And what'd you guys do in the backyard?
We had a water fight.
Had a water fight and ran around like idiots, right? And so one of the books that I want to recommend for mainly parents and even grandparents is this book called Last Child in the Woods. It's not fiction. It's nonfiction. It can be rather dense in parts, but it is a phenomenal resource. And the subtitle is Saving Our Children from Nature Deficit Disorder. And really the idea is how being outside in nature can foster a child's physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It would take a really long time to summarize everything that's in here. This is an absolute must-read for anyone who is over 20 years old, in my opinion. Another book about being outside is A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. This is a book about a guy who decides to go on the AT, the Appalachian Trail. For those of you who are not from the Appalachian area, you're saying it wrong if you say the other way. Anyway, that doesn't matter. This book is hilarious. Bill Bryson has a great sense of humor, and really this just documents all the interesting people that he meets on the trail, and his sense of humor will have you quite literally laughing out loud, and I'm not exaggerating. So a really, really good book. And then the third book is somewhat interesting. It's called Into the Wild. You've probably heard of this book. The reason that I'm suggesting it is because there is a movie about this book, and the movie's really good. This does have some mature content. This would not be a movie or a book that you would read with your kids. This would be for 18 years old and up, but it's a true story of a guy named Alex McCandless, who quite literally goes off the grid, moves to Alaska, and the way that he ends up dying is rather unfortunate, but it's a fascinating story of a kid who's inspired by literature to do some really interesting things. And then the last book that I wanted to recommend is the Bible. As you guys probably know, the Bible says a lot about nature. There are trees on every other page. It was really hard to pick a passage, but I wanted to stay in Psalm 95. I used to read this, sorry, when I say read, I mean sing. I used to sing this psalm almost every day at the boarding school that I worked at. And I'm going to be in Psalm 95, just a couple of verses. It starts with verse 3. It says, "For the Lord is a great God, a great King above all gods. The depths of the earth are in his hand, and the mountain peaks are his. The sea is his, for he made it. His hands formed the dry land." And in addition to this psalm, there's several others, and obviously many other parts of the Bible that talk about God's goodness. And then lastly, Kinley has a book suggestion as well.
It's called Wild Rescuers. It's a really good book. I'd how do you say that? Recommend this book for kids that love wild adventures and exciting, fun animals. I like it because of the wolves. They're really exciting characters, fun, and sometimes funny. It's a really good book. I like reading it, and I actually haven't read all the series, but I really am urging to. Once you read the first book, you're going to want to read the second and the third and the fourth and till on. Okay.
Awesome. So you got a lot of extra time, probably. So read books, be outside, and remember, social distancing isn't just about you. It's about infecting others. If you think I'm a conspiracy theorist person, then that's fine. We can debate that, or maybe I'll just delete this from the video. I don't know. Have a good day. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.